Guy pours molten copper into a coconut with seriously the coolest result ever. Coconuts are delicious, and they'll forever be associated with tropical getaways. Nothing quite says vacation by the beach the way this image does of a couple of straws stuck into two freshly opened coconuts. Coconuts are more than just a delicious treat, too. They're also really healthy. They can protect against heart disease, and they contain tons of calcium, potassium, magnesium, and electrolytes to keep you hydrated. Of course, a fruit this delicious and that happens to be growing in the wild has to be durable. In fact, the coconut is so notoriously tough that one man decided to conduct a rather ridiculous experiment just to see how durable the shell really is. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe to Did You Know and hit the bell so you never miss an upload from us. Also, leave a like right now. For this test, he realized he would need to utilize some heavy machinery. That alone was probably fairly indicative of just how hard a coconut is. To begin, he drilled a circle into the top of this coconut. With a perfect hole in the top, he was now ready to continue with the rest of the experiment. Believe it or not, this was not exactly the kind of experiment you ever want to try at home. Before he got started, though, it was time for a little treat. Before he could get to the fun part of the experiment, it was time to reap some of the rewards for all of that hard work cutting a hole into the shell. The man tipped over the coconut and poured out all of that delicious and nutritious coconut water. Yum! Now, thoroughly refreshed, it was time for a little fun. And fire! The man decided to test the coconut shell's durability by applying some seriously intense heat in the form of piping hot molten copper. Yep, that's right. You definitely do not want to try this at home, folks. While other strength testers might be content to just put their coconut in the oven, that obviously wasn't enough for this dude. He decided that only molten copper could accomplish what he had in mind. Once the copper had completely melted down and was literally red hot, he scooped up some of it inside an industrial ladle. Then, very carefully, he poured the molten copper inside of the coconut shell to see how much it could take. By now, you've gotten the point. Coconuts are delicious, useful, good for you, and incredibly difficult to crack open. But to really send that message home, you need to see and hear what happened once he finally poured molten copper inside the coconut and then cracked open the shell. You won't believe the results. Whoa! You probably thought that you knew what was going to happen, but this red-hot experiment probably made you stare in awe. That's one heck of a homemade tiki torch. Share this awesome video with your friends below.